after I became state president.
Without this, you won't get entrepreneurs coming and establishing in India.
I've been
And it's
addressing
not
many
great that some MNCs
meetings,
coming and putting
press
up
conferences and other
What
things.
is great is an Indian starting a factory in India.
Campaign,
That is great.
counter campaign, and many issues with other parties. But here is a platform where my role will be a little bit different.
And,
by
any government
definitely I have to speak what the government
is an offense,
and what both the governments, both central and state, should do for the development of industries. Earlier,
because this is
people
an
used
offense.
to think that India
as you
is
said,
actually in
cosmetic
country,
and other
only
chemical
agriculture,
things,
rural
they
base
need
is there
licenses,
for
I
it.
think.
But over the years, India had taken a stride which everyone is here proud of. Whichever government may be
of drugs
in power.
You have a controller of drugs who
1947
actually
after we
corrects all
became
these things.
independence.
The procedures
Till
are there,
today,
but I
if
know
you
why,
see the
what are the
development path of India,
lacunas in your,
I think we have come
maybe
too far
the
away,
bribe
and we are
part
still
could have been there.
going ahead.
Whatever it may be,
And
we should have
by
written,
2047,
definitely
in
we
Prime
will
Minister's
help you
dream that
without any bribe.
India
Even now I am
should be
telling you,
Viksit Bharat.
if it is in our control,
We-
somebody is
I know
state
that
government, I can't do anything.
Viksit Bharat
If it is government of India, definitely I can
means
help you.
developed India.
Through the
Earlier, we were part of third world countries,
Yes.
where we used to be going to different
Sir, my name
countries,
is
the begging
Raviteja
gold.
Gupta ji. I am into
We
investment
remember,
banking.
many of you may
Sir,
remember,
South
there was a
Indian
law
states are
in
paying
America
more
called
taxes
PL 480,
than North Indian states, and the
Public Law
Bimaro states
480,
are getting benefited out of
where
it.
they used to
So,
send us milk,
my suggestion for you, as you are heading the state,
to feed our children here,
BJP,
because
if you want to scale up
their
your
mothers
party
were
in Telangana, if you
malnutrition,
want
they could not feed the
BJP
children.
to rule in
Therefore,
Telangana, and
they
it
used to
should
send
be
us
equal benefit
wheat,
to all North Indian
and then
states,
they send
especially
many
Bimaro
food and
states
food
and
grains
South Indian
from
states.
America,
This is the only
and we were
solution.
dependent
Even
on
the
their
common man also can
you know,
get benefited.
supplies.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir.
But today we are in a position to even export
One thing and
to their countries and a better quality and better quantity.
Nothing how the
So there is a lot of change
revenues which are
in our
collected from the
thinking,
state government
the
are
development
equally
and everything.
distributed through GST.
And then the political
Earlier,
criticism will also
when
be there.
the other
Some parties
before the
may say
Indian
that
government came,
BJP
only
is a
Sri Lanka,
सूट
I tell
की
you,
सरकार,
32% of the
सूट की
total
सरकार,
tax
या तो
donation was
ये
being
corporate
given
की
to the state.
सरकार.
That was
But we must
through
all
planning
agree
commission.
that
Now it is Niti
without
Ayog.
corporate,
Now
this country
the
can't run.
revenue collected from the state
Because
is
we
now
have
giving them 42%.
so much of
Not only 42% tax
potentiality
donation, but
in
we
the
are also
industrial
giving
area.
8% of the same
we must
donation
have so much of
for the
manpower
local
and
self-government.
technical
That
manpower
is 50% of the
that
tax
we are
is
not able to
collected from
tap
the
them
state.
basically.
We are giving it back to the
We have
state
to tap
again.
on natural resources is one.
There is no question
We
of
have to tap on technical
giving
power is one.
something more to them,
And
something
this
more to
technical
less.
power, we are
These are
seeing that
political
our
questions. I can speak
students are
definitely, I
going
can
to abroad,
clarify other
our
platforms.
industries are going
This
abroad.
platform is business platform.
There
But for
they are
your clarity, I
successful.
told
And I
you
remember
that whatever
Telugu
revenues
Modi
are
once he
collected
came
from
to
the
India,
states, we
and
pay them
he
back
came to our arts college
more
here,
than 42%.
and he was giving a
by
lecture, and
way
then
of
he said
the taxes
that
collected from them.
Indians
So there
are
is no
successful
discrimination as
in
far
America.
as these things are concerned.
the
They are
top
only
Indian
political
scientists,
questions and
top
political
businessmen,
questions.
top doctors in America are Indians.
Can
The
you
same
stop
way
the
the top
Q&A here, and
businessmen,
now
top
request our senior
contractors
vice
in
president to propose
Africa
a vote of thanks.
are Indians. 70% of African economy is controlled by Indians. And then if you go to UK, the Indians are successful there as the doctors, as the Indian businessmen. You are seeing Swaraj Paul and all who are from UK, and they control a lot of industries there. So same way, he used to say that Indians are successful and prosperous everywhere in the world except in India. That you have to ponder why. Maybe the government policies, maybe our lethargy, maybe our not having no interest to work, maybe because when you go out you are bound to work, when you're home place you don't work. What are all these things? But in any matter, it is the government's policies and directions that should come forth. And I think, because I belong to a party which is now ruling this country for the past 11 years in the center, it has ruled earlier also, and we have seen the difference also. So we are seeing the difference is that the thrust is on Stand Up India, Startup India, Make in India, and also MSME. This is all is a part of Startup India, Stand Up India. Is a part of MSME, where you have industries 10 crores, 50 crores turnover, and 500 crores turnover, all these things. At the same time, we have a even very small, minute level, the micro level, We have got mudra loans where even a small vendor, street vendors, they get bank loans and then without any collateral and then do it. And I think up to Stand Up India, we have 10 crores loans from the banks where no collateral is required. And there are certain MSME where you have this 20 crores loans from the bank financial institutions without any collateral. But unfortunately, as Mr. Ravi Kumar was telling me now, these things are there, but banks are not giving loans. Many people come to me, they say that Mudra loan I have applied, sir, they are not giving. So bankers also should feel, because their main concern will be the repayment. Because you have to take loan, you have to repay it. And government has come up with a plan that if you are repaying it, you will get more incentives. There will be subsidy on interest, all those things. So therefore, it is very much required that the MSME has to be encouraged first. Because large industries also are required. But the MSME sector is that sector which is providing maximum employment. Employment both white collar and also blue collar. White collar in the sense in the ministerial work and blue collar in the physical work where productions are required.
The office bearers and the
Coming to skill
on the dais to please
skill development has been given a special attention by the Indian government. A skill development ministry has been created for it. Lot of funds are being, allocated to skill development, and the skill development ministry is there. They are giving training and all, but still industry feels that they are not getting skilled workers and skilled. I think this is also a matter of concern, and definitely the government has to review its own policy of skill development. And I will definitely forward this opinion of the industry in Telangana. As far as Telangana is concerned, the Telangana state has got very good advantage. Firstly, the weather. You have very beautiful weather here, even in summer. You have no earthquakes here. No humidity, humid atmosphere like the coastal Andhra Pradesh, where the software industries, computer industries, base industries, they may not have, then they may not be conducive for those industries. But here you have work. And you have got connectivity in Hyderabad. And this connectivity in Hyderabad, I think making Hyderabad only place where development is taking place, not other place. So therefore, the development of Tier 2 cities and Tier 3 cities is very much important. And Tier 2 cities and Tier 3 cities has to be developed. Otherwise, as you said, inclusive growth. When we say inclusive growth, it is up to the communities, the people, the society, and also the industry across the state. There should be a balance of development. Only Bombay develops and Nanded in Maharashtra becomes backward. Only Hyderabad develops, Adilabad is backward. This is not the real development. So development is also inclusive. It should be uniform development. Therefore, the migration to the cities will come down. The Hyderabad, though we feel that it's a good place to live in and all, the everyday migration is there. You must also remember there is a reverse migration also there again now. Earlier migration was there, migration stopped for some time, the reverse migration. Why this is happening from our own state? I am not talking about the other state. Why this is happening? Because in villages and other districts and all, when agriculture sector is almost being neglected or they are not in a profitable mode, people are turning towards the urban areas for employment and for businesses. I have seen many people migrating to Hyderabad, selling their lands in their places and coming here, and in new rich class is getting developed in rural areas, and we are seeing that this migration to the urban areas is only concentrated in Hyderabad, including political leaders. All of our office bearers, we say that MLAs, MPs, they stay in Hyderabad only. They go to constituency only during elections. So therefore, this type of concentration on a single place is not good. Definitely, government tried to say. I spoke on this in the council when I was MLC. Now we are going to get regional ring road, RRR. The day before yesterday, I was with the Honorable Railway Minister. he was telling that this railway, this 100, whatever this regional ring road, whatever be distance, they are now coming up with a regional railway ring road. Within the ring road, they are taking 30 meters away from them. The government has to, the government of Telangana will give us the land, and that the circular railway throughout the ring road, and from there they will have the stations towards Adilabad, towards Mahabubnagar, towards Vijayawada, and all these things. And in between they will have dry ports, 3 or 4 dry ports, where the cargoes will come, where the development will be there. This is all, basically thinking of the government, and soon it will be reality. But again, we have to see that again the the weight will fall only on Hyderabad. We have to see that this migration should be there outside Hyderabad also. So therefore, the tier 2 cities have to be developed. And I think Telangana has got many potential cities like Warangal, Karimnagar, and also Mahabubnagar. I think I have seen some industries there, MSN and all, they are coming up there, the pharmacy industry. There is and as far as central government is concerned, the policies which have been well laid down with regard to the MSMEs, yes, there are certain lacunas, but we have given a lot of thrust to MSMEs because it is creating a lot of employment. And as I said, people youth should not go after government employment. Youth can't get government employment at all. Either they should try for private jobs when they are according to this. Otherwise, they should be involved in this entrepreneurship where they can create employment. Don't be a job seeker, you be a job giver. That should be our aim. And that is what India government of Modi thinks. Modi ji always stressed it. It is better you become job giver than job seeker. That is not be a job. So therefore, MSME is one area where a lot of opportunities open for the youth who are entrepreneurs. There are startups. There are so many startup industries in ITs. Now, artificial intelligence is one area where a lot of industries are coming up. Then you have semiconductors, all these things now which are in growth coming up. And then these are the things which, which has to be put aside. But now coming to my part, because you have invited me to be as a bridge between the central government. I said, Bharati Undala Meeru, and yes, we are definitely when our state, see, when it comes to elections and other things, it is our political rivalry. But when it comes to development of a state or a country, we are all one, we don't think politics. That's our aim. When we introduce certain scheme, it is for everyone. So, for becoming a Vikasit Bharat, Bharat cannot be Vikasit unless until there is Vikasit Telangana. Every state has to develop. Every state has to develop, then India will develop. And when India will develop, soon we are going to be one of the richest country in the world, because today we are in the 4th place. We are 4th largest growing economy in the world. We have even surpassed even Japan, France, after America, China and Japan and Russia, now Japan, we are now 4th place. Once upon a time, we were a begging bowl country. Today, we are in a situation to give grant aid to many countries. We have given free of cost the vaccines, the corona vaccine, 3 times, including the booster dose, to over 140 crores of population. Not only to our country, but we are given free of cost vaccination to nearly 56 countries. That is how we are developing. India is no more, I said that we are not dependent on PL 480. We are giving to many other countries. We have got now more than $680 billion of foreign reserve. When NDA came to power, there was nothing. Today we have got. Earlier we used to build only say 6 to 8 kilometers of road highways. But today we are considering building 36 kilometers of highways per day. 36 kilometers. Telangana has been given 12 highways. You go and see that Sangareddy, Pitlam, and then green expressways from Karimnagar to here. We can see many places where you are seeing national highways being developed. And because of that, even the land rates have come up. Because national highways are coming and the lands by that side are increasing. Their rates are increasing. And that is also useful for industries. We have now industrial zone here. Earlier we used to import all the cell phones. Now we must be proud that Hyderabad is manufacturing cell phones here. We are exporting cell phones from Hyderabad. We have now Tata Boeing Fusage. This is all because of the government of India policies, Make in India, and we have SCJs here. Of course, that has to be re-examined, SCJ and other things. So therefore, we have now Hyderabad is a pharmacy capital. Hyderabad is a health capital. That way, we all should be, Hyderabad, if you go to the other side, the western side of Hyderabad, sometimes we feel that have we landed in Europe by mistake? Because you just see that how development has taken place. It's a very fascinating place. Hyderabad is definitely, earlier Bangalore was so. And the competition side, I say that there should be competition between the states, between the industries. And if competition is there, healthy competition is there, then everyone will go. And I hope that the state of Telangana will definitely be one of the richest states in the country. Everyone is hardworking there. Somewhere I saw that Hyderabad is the one place where you have got largest individual with private jets. If you go to Begumpet, you will see a lot of flights, chartered flights parked on the tarmac. And some hangars are even full with these chartered flights. Yeah. So therefore, these are the development aspects which we have seen. And lastly, as you said, regarding the uniform, inclusive growth of these things, I definitely feel that that inclusive growth is for that even state government also should come up. As I said, the regional ring road and highways and all which have been developed, new railway lines have been laid. The state of art railway stations have come up. 30 stations we have built in Telangana. It's a state of art. You go to any place. So if you go to if you travel in Euro rail, and then immediately you travel in Vande Bharat, you will feel the similarity. A lot of development. I don't know what the NDA government did the last time. But one thing you must also remember, that we are developing in Telangana. We are not only developing Telangana students are doing well in America. They have all started their own companies there, IT companies basically. Telangana has become an IT hub. Google, who brings here is not the question. Who allows you to bring, what policy allows you to call them here and get them opportunity here to start their businesses here. That is very important, and that is started by the policies of the government of India. And the India government takes a lot of interest in developing all parts. They have no partiality. When we say Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas, and Sabka Vishwas, it is for everyone, for every state. We don't, as a government, we don't discriminate which state, which place are there. The potentiality has to be seen. Last but the least, I will just conclude. I always say to these things with students and all, that once upon a time when Indian students used to go abroad, we used to call it brain drain. And I studied in India, is going to abroad and working there. And mainly doctors and all when they used to go to Iran and other places. But today if you see, it is a matter of pride for us that the Indian human resource power, that is HR of India, Indian technocrats, Indian doctors, Indian everyone are in demand throughout the world. If you go to any part of the world today, it is Indians who are dominating there. Anywhere, not only you have been to so many countries, even to a country like Morocco where Indians are there, a country like Bulgaria where Indians are having their restaurants, their businesses and other things. So therefore India has got that potentiality. Indian technocrats have got that potentiality. We are much smarter than anyone here. So in much, even when this demonetization was done here, and when government of India said that we'll go by cashless, then it is not cashless, it is less cash. You should not think it that cashless, it is only less cash. Then many opposition leaders said that India is not that educated. How can they use UPIs? How can they do this and that? Then people, now friends, today India shares 41% of the world's total UPI transactions. This is what you must understand that. Today if you go to any vegetable vendor, that lady is uneducated, but she speaks on phone And when you ask for the bill, she keeps the scanner here before you, and you make the payment. And she has a bank account. Earlier, bank account was only for privileged people. Today, bank account is for every citizen in this country, whether a poor or a rich. And because of which they are getting direct benefit transfers without any middlemen. Earlier, Rajiv Gandhi used to say that I am sending 1 rupee and only 14 rupees comes to 14 NP goes to below. But today, if Modi sends 1 rupee, your 1 rupee directly goes to the direct benefit transfer by phone, by that account, that is Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Every man in this country has got a bank account now. So much of transformation has taken place. And even in the industrial area also, I'm sure there are some hiccups, there are some lacunas, there are some suggestions which you make, definitely will carry it to the government of India. And I'll definitely be your representative, industry representative, as far as the government is concerned. We shall meet on time and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for encouraging the federal spirit among the governments, state and central governments, and also assuring the industry that you will be the bridge between the central and state governments and also the industry. With this, I request our Senior Vice President, Shri K.K. Maheshwari Garu, to propose a vote of thanks. Acha.
We'll complete this and then we can start. After vote of benefit of all the audience, after only Unfortunately, I have to introduce myself. I'm Sriram Chekuri. Ramchandra knows me long back because we were colleagues in ABVP. But of late we are not interacting. So my point is I want to enlighten people so that I am a columnist for Enadu. Regularly I am writing on these issues in which Ramchandra is speaking. And many of our colleagues are also stressing. Let me not take much of the time. Ours is only one state which is landlocked in among the southern states. We don't have a port. So that's why our exports are not growing that fast. Let us concentrate on those areas. This is what I want to bring to his knowledge. The alternative arrangement to grow up the exports, we have to make a think tank and then see how far best we can do. The point I would like to mention here is, my friend Ramchandra is a very good friend of Jaishankarji. Last year I was invited to UNTAD for delivering a paper. For that I did not approach you. I met Kishan Reddy Garu and requested him to give a small note to Ministry of External Affairs to give a note verbal to UNTAD who will reimburse my whole cost. For that I was running pillar to post. Then I decided this is not possible in this government of India. So I went on my own. I did not bother. But this is what happening. There, for your information, sir, our PMI is there, Permanent Mission of India. They did not lift phone till I was there. Last day, somebody lifted. And he unfortunately was talking in Telugu. Then I said, what is this, sir? For last 5-6 days, I was running and daily telephoning because the website doesn't give the mobile number. They give only land number. So nobody is lifting, sir. Literally difficult. Not that for my question, to get some what you got interaction. And almost all African country ambassadors, the representatives have come, but none from the Indian embassy have come. None from the Indian embassy has come there. So the meeting was a lackluster because of the absence of Indian people. This is what I would like you to write to Jaishankarji, that whereas our recently New York PMI is appointed by Usmania University student Harish Parvati. He is now PMI New York. He is very active on that hand. This man, some North Indian is there, sir. Not that I'm dividing, but the only thing is he didn't even bother to come to the meeting. That is a global conference where multi-year experts meeting on the industrial SMS, AMSC. and service sector especially. So this is one point. Let me quickly clear it. Sir, because of the what segmentation of the revenue generation you all discussed, whereas because of concentration of Hyderabad being the nerve center of Telangana, the agri sector is not getting that much of support. Whereas the rice and vegetables, fruits and eggs are having high potentiality, which we cannot really explore the feasibility. That I will give all these things and note to you separately. But however, for the general knowledge of the Rajgaru and all very senior people are here, so they all, think about it and write to the concerned, federations or ministries so that. Sir, unemployment, no need of talking about that. That is a global as well as Indian problem. Because mainly this is, as you mentioned, Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities are not being geared up properly by the government of India. If you concentrate on those things, of course, government is doing, but still the prioritization must be on this level. So that the lady unemployment will come down. That is the only, solution for generating the per capita income. Sir, please wait, let me tell you. Then other thing is, you are telling that Japan has, we have crossed Japan. But sir, if you take out the 1% of the Indian population who are gathering more than 40% of the net GDP, the per capita